a crazy game at the EVB Stadium as Boreham would take yet another point home?
Listen, I got to be honest, I need shooting because I need to be put out of my misery. I feel like I'm at Cheltenham and I've fallen at the first. Go 1-0 up against the run of play, in my opinion. I think they've done really well. I think they had about 3 or 4 corners to start with, stuck it on us, couldn't get out, and then we go and break away and get the goal with Kane. So you think, okay, fair enough. We've been okay, we've been productive in other games, and we've probably not got the rub of the green. So today you're thinking, go on then. And then you see out the half, I felt we were probably the better side in the first half, towards the end. Then they go and score the goal. I remember it back now. KP down in the channel. Toby heads to the front, him up. He waves a leg at it. They wrap a ball across the face. They score the goal. And then in quick succession, Corey goes and scores. And then we get the pen from Cabs. And you think, what a reaction. Be nice and organised. Be nice and well drilled. And then, yeah, the story of our season. I can't legislate for KP letting the ball bounce. I can't legislate for Josh Reese being spare from Tyrone Marsh. We spoke about it all week and organising the job. So I've got to take responsibility because maybe I'm putting too much ownership on Tyrone Marsh to go and stop a block on the edge of the box or to mark Josh Reese. And then for me, I spoke to Ash, held his hands up. Again, I can't legislate for him coming out to the corner of his 6-yard box where there's no danger, flats it, heads down. Josh Reese again could probably have 20 yards of space, and then he goes and puts it in an empty net. So, yeah, frustration. I said it in the interview yesterday. I just said to the group, you scored 3 goals away from home, and you've drawn a game of football. So, yeah, a lot to be digested. And I haven't ranted. I haven't had a go at them. I just looked at them and said, I don't know what to say.
I mean, like you said, your side showed brilliant character to go 3-1 up after the original equaliser. You can't have been expecting another draw on that performance.
If I'm a betting man, I would have thrown all my house on it. I've got to be honest, because top 12 draw. I allude to it. You can't score 3 goals away from home. And like you said, the quick succession of scoring the 2 goals after going 1-0, surely that gives you the impetus. That gives you the leg up as such to go and see out a game of football. The manner in which we're conceding goals at the minute is very, very poor. We've got now, 13 days until Sutton. So myself, the management, have got a job on our hands to go through it with the analysts and look at every single goal that we've conceded in the last 5 to 6 games, because I don't think teams are opening us up. I thought the 14 Nouvelle was superb today. I thought Mo Betterman come on at a threat to him because he's got his back to goal. But I don't think they opened us up. I felt that we allowed them to get into areas to hurt us, and that's something that we need to look at within.
It looked like we had a fourth for a split second. Should it have stood? Because it seemed like the goalkeeper fluffed his lines and before Schmanger put the ball in the back of the net, but the referee blew up for a foul.
Yeah, listen, I don't like talking ill of opposition players, but we targeted the goalie. We've watched games on him in terms of his aerial ability to come and claim his 6-yard box. You see a lot of our set pieces were under the bar. And I think that, yeah, the goal should have stood with Cavs. I don't think there was much wrong with it. If that's a foul, then it's a foul on Ashmore in the first goal against Notts County. But that's the inconsistency you're getting. They're probably aggrieved that Cavs was offside for the pen. Looking at it, first instance, he probably is. And I'm aggrieved at the fact that Corey Whiteley didn't get given a free kick against him on their third. But I'm talking about officials again. It wasn't the officials' problems that we didn't deal with balls into our box or didn't deal with runners. It was our problem. It's something that we need to get a hold of. Just so much frustration. So much frustration that you can't have a 2-goal buffer. And it's like we got a weak underbelly. I've got to really look at it. I've got to look back and go through everything, because there's a time frame that this is happening within. You look at Dagenham away, you look at Notts County on Tuesday, you look again today. It's like the 65th minute onwards. There's a 2-goal buffer in our favour, and it's like we take our foot off the gas, and that's something that we need to address.
And obviously, like you said, you're very frustrated. Second time it's happened in a week. We now have a week off. how will we now spend that international break preparing for Sutton?
They need to rest. Can I say that the boys ain't worked hard? That they graft, they collar, they put shifts in. That's not in question, in my opinion. I think they're playing for myself and the club. But we got to look at. I said it in an interview yesterday, and people will be looking at me going, "He's mad. He can't be." We're doing an hour's worth of set pieces every day. I might have to stop. For the last 3 weeks, we've done it solid for 3 sessions every single day. So I might have to stop and come off it. Why? Because keep doing what we're doing, we're still getting the same results. So it's the first sign of insanity. So I've got to look at myself and make decisions on a few things in terms of putting people in key areas. Like I said, I alluded to it, Tyrone Marsh is an attacker. And this isn't pinpointing down Marshy in any way, shape or form, but he thinks forward as opposed to danger. So I've got to be in a position where I need people in there that the hair on the back of their neck goes up, because they know that they got to get their box in and get the ball cleared out of that 18-yard box. So, yeah, this week is about recovery for the group, a lot of work for us and the management. And, yeah, for me, yeah, we just need to ensure that when they come back in the building back into this week, that they're ready to go to Sutton, because Sutton, as it stands at the minute, are the champions elite, and we need to ensure that we nullify the sort of weaknesses we have in our game at the minute, because trust me, Sutton will put us to the sword for sure.